morning, church. Hey, let's stay in this atmosphere of praise. I'm going to actually have you continue to stand here this morning because what we're going to be doing is worship as well. You'll see some people up here with me, and we want to share some testimonies of what God is doing in this house, what he's doing in our people. If we look at Mark chapter 5, verse 18, we see here it's just after Jesus heals this demoniac. It says, as Jesus was getting into the boat, the man who had been demon-possessed begged to go with him. Jesus did not let him, but said, go home to your own people and tell them how much the Lord has done for you and how he has had mercy on you. So the man went away and began to tell in the Decapolis how much Jesus had done for him. And all the people were amazed. Come on, church. That is what's happening today. These people are from our church, people that are here, that this is their home, and they're coming home to share what God has done. So our first testimony is actually from our first 30 kind of ministry. It's kind of how we're doing discipleship here at Celebration, but I'll let her explain a little bit more.
Okay, my name is Pam Schilling, and I've been a Christian for about 48 years and heard about the mentor program and thought, well, maybe I could do that. So I put my name on the list, got myself a mentee, and yeah, it was pretty cool. And then we started, with initial texting, got together on a Sunday in the coffee shop, and I have a new friend now. Now we're sharing things about the Lord, and believe it or not, in the beginning, okay, it says first 30, but we're way past 30 days right now, and we're not quite through it. So I literally, in the mornings, get up, get in my first 30 book, and I read it, and I say, Holy Spirit, what are you speaking to me? And I text it to my mentee, and then she responds, wow, that was really great. I've learned more. This is good. Oh, I'm reading it. And it's an exciting time. Last Sunday, we literally, I got together, had a bonfire, went for a walk. I have a new friend. It's so cool.
That is amazing. Come on. I love that because it's not just that she's impacting a life, but her life is being impacted by being used by God. I love it. Our next one is from our youth ministry, which I don't know if you guys have been seeing what's been going on up there, but God is moving, so I'm excited for this one.
I'm Morgan Herbeck, and I'm a senior at New Prague High School. There's so much I could share today on how God has transformed my life, but if I'm being honest, we'd be here all day. Growing up, I always believed in God, but the only time I would interact with the church would be on holidays. I never prayed, I never had my own Bible, and I never attended church on Sunday mornings. I knew of God, but I never knew God. God came into my life when I thought I couldn't do it anymore. I was completely consumed in depression and anxiety. I had suicidal thoughts, and I was truly at the point where I didn't want to be on this earth anymore. I had lost all hope and had stopped doing the things I loved. Then, on May 10th, my life was forever changed. Nellie Dawson had asked if I wanted to come to Celebration Youth. Not knowing what exactly I was in for, I said yes. Little did I know that night would change my life. I remember during worship, Kirsten Orlando pulled me onto the hallway and asked where I was in my faith, and I told her I was just at the beginning. She ended up praying over me, and that will forever be something I remember. Through my time at Celebration, I have tremendously grown in my faith. All these suicidal thoughts that were taking over me were gone. All this depression I was being consumed of, it was gone. I began to attend Celebration Church on a weekly basis. Not only has Celebration offered me great opportunity to encounter the Lord through worship, summer camp, and NYC, but I've also met some incredible people that I will thank God for. So if there's one thing that you gain from my testimony, let it be this. God saw my pain and suffering, and in love, he reached down and comforted me when I needed it most. Jesus saved me when I thought I couldn't be saved. He brought back a spark inside of me that I thought was gone forever. No matter where we are, even if we are lost in a dark place, Jesus is there. He never gave up on me, and he will never give up on you.
Come on! Come on! That's some life change, church. That's the God that we serve. Let's keep going.
I'm Brewer Wolf, and I'm a sophomore at Faribault High School. I grew up in a Christian home going to a Lutheran church. I was baptized as a baby and went to that church until I was confirmed in 8th grade. I had always believed in God, but lacked that relationship with Jesus. I didn't even know you could have one with him. I was full of fear, I was full of anxiety, and I was filled with lies. My identity came from sports and thinking that's all there was for me. I had to be a perfectionist with everything I did, including school. I was embarrassed by the outcome of failure and not living up to being good enough. I have 2 older sisters, and as I watched them grow their relationship with Christ, I watched them not care what others think, and seeing them so fulfilled, I knew I wanted a change. So for the next 8 months, I really wanted to grow in my faith. I started opening my Bible and making it to church on Sundays when it didn't interfere with sports. But it still wasn't enough. I was scared to go to youth because I was so caught up in what others would think about me and that I didn't know enough. Then Baron, who I didn't know at the time, but now is one of my best friends, invited me to Celebration Youth in July. The first time I came, I loved it. So I came again, and that next time I accepted my life to Christ and have been living for Him ever since. That was the best decision I've ever made. All the fear, all the anxiety, and all the lies are gone. I can walk confidently knowing that I've built that relationship with Jesus and been able to found my identity in Him. So today I'm taking a step further in my faith and being baptized.
Come on! I hate that I'm holding this mic up here. I just want to be jumping up and down while, all right, I'm gonna keep going. So God's not just working in people under 18. God is also working in our 50 plus ministry. Would you share a little bit about that?
I'm Jan Featherstone, and I came to Celebration for the first time about 3 years ago. And I had heard about it from a friend. They said, go try it. You're gonna love it. I met the most wonderful people here. You have taken me into your family. God has been the center of this, and I have had the best peace in my life after I came here and became involved. And Celebration is it. And as Pastor Derek once said, we walk through the door. His double doors.
Double doors. Double doors. Our next couple are actually from our C Espanol service that we have that are going to be with us in our next service. I think there might even be a couple in here today, but I'll let them share with you.
Hi everybody, my name is Milixi and I'm from Venezuela. I live with my family in Portugal for the past 5 years. In January of this year, we legally came to the United States through a humanitarian parole. In Chicago's airport, we were stopped in immigration. After hours of interrogation, they told us that we would be deported. Because of stress, my oldest daughter fainted, so they had to call an ambulance. Thanks God, nothing bad happened. Due to being deported back to Portugal, my family was devastated, including my mother, who I had not seen for so long. But I never lost hope. After spending 3 days confined in immigration and just a few hours before boarding the plane back to Portugal, I went to the bathroom with my 2 daughters. We kneeled and raised our hands and prayed. Soon after that, an officer came to tell us that they were reviewing our case. Immediately, my husband and son went to pray in the same way. Not even 15 minutes passed when the officer came back to tell us that we could not be deported. God is a God of miracles. A prayer word. So now we live happily here in Minnesota. We celebrate you as our spiritual family.
Come on, give it up for them. Oh, man. All right, let's keep going.
Hola, mi nombre es Valentina.
Hello, my name is Valentina.
Soy de Venezuela.
I am from Venezuela.
Llegué aquí a los Estados Unidos hace 1 año y 9 meses.
I arrived here to the United States about 1 year and 9 months ago.
Era de religión católica,
I was Catholic religion,
pero nunca había tenido una relación íntima con Dios.
but I never had an intimate relationship with God.
Sí conocía de su palabra y que existía, pero no estaba enfocada en su palabra.
I did know about God and that he was real, but I wasn't focused on His word.
Pero Dios es tan bueno
But God is so good
que me hizo viajar hasta aquí y ponerme en el camino.
that He made me come all the way here, and He put in my life
Personas especiales
special people
que me iban a enseñar el camino y la verdad.
that were going to teach me the way and the truth.
Ahora, poco a poco me ha transformado
Now, little by little, He's transforming me.
y para mí la transformación es despertar cada día
And for me, this transformation is to wake up every morning
y saber que puedo respirar.
and know that I can breathe.
Es allí donde veo el amor de Dios
Is there where I see God's love
cada día de mi vida.
every day of my life.
Gracias.
You guys got one more in you? One more in you? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Our next one, this is Ash, prayer counseling and deliverance. Her and her husband actually head that up, but Ash, I'll let you kind of share.
Hi, I'm Pastor Ash. I part of co-lead the prayer counseling and deliverance ministry alongside my husband, Pastor Andy. And I've had deliverance for so long, since I was 11. But about 2 months ago, I began to feel a spiritual blockage in my life. Has anybody felt that before? A spiritual blockage in my life. And I just look at my husband and I say, you are the head of this ministry. You're gonna pray for me. I'm willing. I'm dropping my pride. I'm dropping everything. I have nothing to lose, but I have everything to win.
Yeah, come on.
And he prayed for me. And the Lord that day set me free from a generational curse of witchcraft, from a stronghold of fear that didn't allow me to move in the gift that the Lord has given me.
Come on.
So I want to tell you, if you feel that you have any blockage, you have nothing to lose. Just hold to Jesus, pursue deliverance, pursue to be free. You have everything to win. It doesn't matter who you are. Just drop that pride. You have nothing to lose.